welcome back to Allotment Life. Thanks for joining me for another vlog. We're at the end of August now and I'm well aware that these sunny evenings are on their way out. We'll soon be losing the heat and the light, so I've got to make the most of it and enjoy it whilst I can. Today's plan is to go and check on the aubergine in the greenhouse and see if they're ready to harvest yet. I've been reading online and in my magazine when they're ready to harvest, what to look out for. So I'm going to go and check on those now. We might be able to pick some. Remember that at the end of each vlog I upload my wildlife camera footage from the allotment and you can see what's been going on here. So please stay tuned until the end to see what the wildlife have been up to. I didn't actually know how to harvest aubergine, but I've had a good read on what to do and we're going to give it a go. Let's go and get these aubergine. I've decided that this is what we need. Cute basket, pink gloves and the snips. Remember how Mum fenced in the wildflowers to contain them and make the path clear? Well, they decided that they weren't happy about that and they've reached back across and they're climbing up the beams. So the path is again back out of action, but the wildflowers do look beautiful. This is where I've had the aubergine growing in the greenhouse. And you can see the fruits are starting to form. And somewhere there are some that are ready. Oh, they're right over the back there. Let me just clear some space. Wow! Yeah, this was at the back. Let me grab the camera. This was at the back leaning against the glass to hold it up because it's pretty big. So I've got my snips and we're going to snip it off. Wow, fantastic. Ouch, spiky. That happens a lot. As you can see, the top of this green bits have got really nasty spikes on them. Right, let's have a look around and see if there are any more that are big enough to pick. I've had a good look round and we've got lots that are reasonably small still. And I believe we need to let them grow bigger before harvesting them. We've got lots of lovely flowers on there. I think I'm going to leave these to grow a little bit longer and just take the one for today. I've got my watering can. Let's go and water the aubergine. I've got the water butt lined up here so that I can just sit the watering can underneath, turn the tap on and wait for it to fill. Wow, look at this little insect I've found whilst I'm waiting for the watering can to fill. Let's get it to focus. Is this a cricket? I'm not sure. Comment below if you know what that is. It's about 2 to 3 centimetres long and I think it's going to jump if I go near it. Okay, the water's done. Let's go and water these aubergine. I have heard that at the end of the season you've got to start holding back on watering them so much to encourage the fruit to ripen before the end of your good weather. So I'm probably watering them every other day now as opposed to every day. Seeing as I've only got one aubergine to harvest, I think I'm going to pick some tomatoes now because we have quite a lot and this looks lonely in the basket on its own. So let's go for some of these giant ones. Yeah, let's get a couple of these and then some of the small ones. Oh, we've also got chocolate cherry. Let's go for them all. Any that are too soft or split when I pick them off and are not edible, I just leave them on the floor for the insects, because look, they really like it. And sharing is caring. There's enough for everyone. That is definitely one of my top tips. Always leave something for the insects, then they're less likely to take the really nice crop. Leave them the bits that just aren't perfect or have gone a little bit past their best, and then you can continue picking the ones that you want, and they'll just be having the leftovers and enjoying them. Right, it's ridiculously hot in this greenhouse. I need to get out. But that's quite a good little harvest there. Here he is. Hi Bentley. Hello, have you come to help on the allotment? Good boy, it's nice and sunny today, isn't it? Hey! Wow!
Half that bigger one. Turn it toward, that's it.
Oh, look at that! Yes. Go on then, you do a massive big one.
Drop it on.
Wow! It's more satisfying when the pieces shoot off. When they like stay attached and hang on to each other, it's just a bit less satisfying. Yeah, that was good fun. It's not the sort of thing I get to do in life, so it's nice to try something else. And my neighbour's got all of these logs that were being given away on Free Cycle, and he's chopping them up and he's going to use them over the winter to heat his house. We did have quite a lot of rain last week, however we've had about 3 dry days now, so I feel that it's time to get watering again, and there's lots to do. All of my pots here are still growing and doing well, so they all need watering, as well as the rest of the plot. Whilst doing the watering, I've spotted a few more things that I can pick. Cucumber. ×2. This one, not sure that's edible. That might have to be a donation to the wildlife. Another cucumber, a giant one. Courgette. Spring onion. Chard. And sorrel. I think that's everything for today. Let's go and put it together and see what we've got. This is today's allotment harvest. Chocolate cherry tomatoes, Montello and giant tomato. 2 cucumbers, 1 aubergine, some sorrel, chard, spring onion and 2 varieties of courgette. Fantastic. I'm really pleased with that little harvest. Now, just before I finish at the allotment today, my neighbour has said that I can go in his greenhouse and show you an update on the sweet potatoes. Here they are. As you can see, they're growing from the ground up a bean pole and along some wire at the roof here. just the other day I spotted a flower somewhere in the middle. I just assumed that that's where the sweet potato was going to grow, the same as tomatoes and cucumber. He's got them growing up and then the fruit hangs down. So I was expecting the same for the sweet potatoes when I saw the flower part way up the plant. Oh, there it is. A little purple flower. And that's quite high up. So I was expecting the sweet potato to grow from here and hang down. However, my neighbour said to me today that he'll know when they're ready to harvest because the leaves and the stems will start to go yellow. And I have since learnt that the sweet potatoes grow underground. And once this part turns yellow, that's when it's ready to dig them up. But they're growing really tall, right up to the roof. I think that's actually really interesting, and I'm glad that I've learnt something new. He's never grown them before in his 30 years of having the allotment, and I've not grown them either. So it's quite a nice experiment to see how they're coming along. Thank you all so much for watching. Please press thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate it. And enjoy the wildlife camera footage. See you again next week.